Hello guys, this is Kazrak bringing you another little video. This time in War Thunder, but this will be a specific video. We're not gonna go play a game. Moreover, we're gonna go and check what changed in the 1.33 patch in terms of like the big changes. I'm not gonna go into model details and stuff like that. That actually is, you know, important. Because I just have a lacking amount of knowledge to give you guys an accurate comparison to how things were and how things are at the moment. So, let's start off. This is the new patch that they introduced, changing a shit ton of things, decreasing the cost of all aircraft by 20%, I think. I'm just gonna like also check the changelog on my second screen and accurately try to say what they did. Gameplay. Aircraft purchase price lowered by 30%. So yeah, that's a significant change for us. It really helps. Lowering the prices by 30% gives us a rough chance to actually buy things faster. Overall economy was also readjusted. I think they didn't change the incomes, but they changed the outcomes, meaning your repair cost, the basic repair cost for any unmodified ship plane is lower than it was, but it changes due to amount of modifications that you actually install on your plane, because that's a big thing in this patch, modifications. And let's first go over new planes that they gave. First our Russians. They got the lag free 8 and 9 series. Oh, yes, those two planes. Those two are introduced firstly. Then the renowned, feared, wind, or however you want to call it, Yak 9P. 9K rather. So where's the 9K? There it is. And the Yak 17, the new jet fighter. Why this plane is wind about? You can see this tremendous thing in the front, right? It's a 45mm cannon with amazing rate of fire. But as I saw in Jingle's video, the plane has actually a big downside, which is its gun dispersion. It actually shoots all around the fucking skies when you start to shoot it, so it's not as good as it could be. There's a lot of whining because you're gonna have to take snapshots, like, or rather precise shots with this cannon, but if you do, then the effects will be tremendously good, because this can rip planes to shreds even faster than the 37mm cannons. So that's the Russians. Let's go back. Go into my good old British chumps. The British received only one aircraft. This, the Vampire. It's a jet fighter with 4 Hispano cannons and an amazing climb rate. This climb rate exceeds anything else in the game, so that can be fun to play. Honestly, I think that once I actually get it, I'm gonna have to do a review or something of it, cause it seems awesome. Like by pure stats, the speed and everything is awesome. Now, Americans actually got quite a lot of new aircrafts. Also, no, I didn't. Oh, I thought. Okay, so let's start out like with the last patch. There was the introduction of the new Hawks. F9, F5. There we have it. Naval fighter, jet fighter. Level 19, rank 19 fighter. The Panther. Nice looking one. With cannons. That's a huge one. cannons for the Americans are very important because they lack that on the jet fighter. So this can actually be quite a decent plane. The Douglas. Let's look for the Douglas. Oh yes, please. BTD. Let's look for the BTD. Where is it? Oh, premium aircraft. Okay, doesn't matter. Lockheed F-80. Another jet, I think. Yep, it's a jet with 6 rolling machine guns, so it doesn't actually exceed the Sabre. It has the same armament. Very slow turn rate. Well, not. Honestly not. It's a very good. Yeah, it's a very good turn rate. Decent speed, decent max altitude. Well, great max altitude, it's obvious because it's a jet. This can be actually pretty good. And it's lower ranked than the Sabre. Sabre is rank 20 and this is rank 18. So now you have actually, once you reach the old end of the line was the Mustang. Now you get more planes over here. Plus rank 18 and 19 jets. So yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Allows us to do more things with the Americans. So F8F, Bearcat and Bearcat B. So those 2 planes are also new. And P-47D, that has to be a premium. It's not that. Oh, here it is. There's 2 Thunderbolts. Okay. So they introduced also a new jug. So actually I'm gonna get 2 jugs once I reach rank 9. That's nice. That's nice, I like it. Let's look into those planes first. 15 and 16 ranks, so they really put quite far-fetched planes. Armament only 4 machine guns. Those are 50 cals, but we all know how 50 cals go. It doesn't seem to stand out. It looks like the Hellcat. Probably upgraded version of the Hellcat used in the war, but this one has cannons. 4 of them. Obviously a dive bomber. Such a sturdy plane. Big, massive engine. Good speed. Obviously a turn fighter. But, well, that's all, honestly all of the new planes. Germans and Japanese actually. That's the weird thing, like Germans I understand, look how many planes they have, so there's no need for new planes. But this thing? Japanese have less planes than any other nation in like 2 lines combined. Look at the Brits. That's the Japanese already. Like if you compare it, then those 2 plus this is the Japanese already, and plus they get a wing of bombers and a few other aircraft. Russians, there's no competition. Russians just have all around a lot of planes. Germans even more. Germans have like the most planes in the game. And Americans with, yeah, a good amount. A good amount, I wouldn't say awesome amount, but a good amount of planes also. So that's actually weird that those nations don't, that this nation doesn't get any good aircrafts. They got some last patch. The bombers especially, but those bombers are horrible. But yeah, let's go into the modifications. That's the second big change. They changed the way your planes are modified. No longer your plane is... Let's just go into the tab, it's gonna be easier. It looks like this. Now, because I had quite a lot of experience on the F4UA 1A, I already have wing repairs and engines unlocked. But if you look at the upper corner, I have 85,000 experience, and those are tier 3 equipment. Yeah, I have to buy the older ones. So let's actually do that. Let's get this. Yes. 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 And we need a shit ton more experience to get those two. But we researched the 3 tabs, and now I actually can traces. Why have traces? Oh, they had to remove some kind of ammunition. But yeah, now it's more like that. And like the biggest part, you can look in this right corner. I'm gonna like try to put it in the skies. Now you have all your stats, and they are adjusted by having all your modifications implanted. Whereas the little X is actually where you start off. This is the default setting, and anything above it is better or low below it. It depends on the stat, honestly. Turn rate is... no, it's rate of climb and turn rate. So rate of climb actually decreased, but turn rate actually increased. That's weird. That's really weird. And changing those things in the tabs, you can like unmount the engine and mount the compressor. It will change the settings over here. But let's go more in depth into the changes over here. Let's get our Aircobra. Maybe the second one, I think I have more experience with it. Yeah, 90,000. And it has multiple shell racks, so... yeah, let's actually start out. You can see the first upgrades aren't that expensive, it's only like 1,000. But if you think how much you get from your games, you can see I already have unlocked shell racks, but actually that the problem is that you don't get those. Now, once you have a new aircraft, let's go into something that I don't have for a long time, like this. I only had the default ammo rack, and see, I have to get more experience, 6,000 more experience to get any kind of shell rack. I can select the secondary load, I can select the, no, I cannot select it, but you can select the secondary load, which is basically either 2,000 pound bombs, 8 rockets, yeah, or 8 rockets, and here you have even more. No, actually you have to buy it over here to get it over here. And big thing, big change, guys. You can see it's 0 life from 120, right? That's the problem with this. Because if we go back to my Aircobra that we started to modify, no, it was this one with more amount of shell racks. You only have 40 clips of given ammunition. You only shoot 40 times with given not 40 times, you have 40 reloads per se in arcade mode in historical battles, so you actually can run out of ammunition, especially for some big cannons. Honestly, 40 is like way above what you would normally get. But also it's a change in pricing, because I don't actually know. Does it include the price before or after? And what I mean is, does it include the price for 40 clips of given ammo for 30 lions, or is it 40 times 30? Because then it starts to scale up and you actually will lose gold, because they introduce a lot of new things that require a lot of effort, a lot of cash in game. And obviously we can think to ourselves, yeah, that's good, that's awesome, right? That should be good. Yeah, that should be good. Problem with that is that we actually get everything like this. Oh, I actually can get the engine on this. But like upgrading this plane alone costed me a few thousand. So if you think about it, that's quite significant amount of money that I have to pay for this. But you can upgrade your cannons, you can upgrade your airframes, you can see all the stats in any given. If you just hold your mouse over a given thing, a given upgrade, it will show you what changes, how it changes, and you can see in the bottom max repair cost plus 36 lions. So those things will scale up. Everything over here will scale up, increasing your costs. Earlier you didn't have to think about it, now you have to. You can see this is almost a fully upgraded plane. So I actually have a hard time seeing this being a good thing. Also they changed a thing that you can, I think not in the Air Cobra, at least not this one. This one also not. Because some planes have the option of having, like this has the secondary weapons without loadout. That means I don't have those carriage thingies below me. But there are planes who will have a selection of guns. I know the Germans not only have those normal selections of payloads, but they also have on one plane a selection of guns, that you can put more guns under your wings, which actually changes the performance of the plane itself. So, as I said, it's quite weird. Plus we paid a shit ton for those upgrades. No one refunded us for that. Like in my opinion, if you paid like pre-dispatch, this costed not 1,000 but a few thousand. So I would want to get all of everything before it, honestly. If I had the a maximum plane, why don't I get all this? I have to pay for it again. So actually I'm a little bit displeased with where they're going with the economic model, forcing free-to-play players to buy premium accounts or get lost behind. Cause first of all, your gains are lower, your experience is lower, you have difficulties getting more money because you have to pay now more after each battle. If you think about it, if you played with your normal planes and you upgraded them, then you have to pay a little bit more for the repair. Of course you can leave it on free repair. Also, ammunition now takes up is used. That's the biggest part. That's the biggest thing that sucks. Ammunition is used. That means that we have to pay each battle for ammo that we didn't. So now we have to do that. And there's one thing that I didn't say to you, but you probably noticed or saw it in someone else's video. We have all of those upgrades. Where are those? Oh yeah, I'll just go to the Corsair. Look at what's below the upgrade. Buy 210 golden eagles. It means I don't have to grind the plane if I have gold eagles. I can buy every upgrade on it right off the bat with 0 experience in the plane and play it like a boss. That is a pay to win mechanic. It's not pay to progress faster. It's giving players who pay a very distinct advantage over people who don't. And that's what I don't like. Because from one point of view you can say that it's not giving an advantage because you're gonna reach this point also. But I'm gonna have to put a week or more of playing into one given plane. Like I have this plane for a long time and I still lack experience because I'm not playing a lot in War Thunder. But still, I'm playing this plane mainly. The F4U Corsair. And I still don't have enough experience for the engine injection and covers. Which basically means that No one has it unless they played a lot. If you had all of the upgrades on your last plane, on the planes before the patch, now you get the wings and engine, but you have to pay about 5,000 for everything, and that's roughly your gain for one battle in a free-to-play account. If you had a bad game. Plus shell racks, plus if there's upgrades to machine guns, then even more. Plus, once you get actually the money, this costs 12,000. And this 13,000, that's 25,000 for 2 upgrades. That give you minor changes to your overall performance. It gives a lot, I can tell you that it will increase the performance of the aircraft, but the question is it fucking worth it to pay 25,000 for it? Because my average gain... Yeah, now it's gonna be spammed with... Let's just go into battles, victory, yeah. Look at my gains. This was a great battle. I got 18,000. Not even. Here we have 12,000, 12,000, 6,000, 8,000, 4,000 alliance. It's gonna be difficult to keep sustaining our aircraft, and I have only rank 8 aircrafts. Guys, this is significant. Before the patch, I didn't feel nerfed on being mid-tier. I didn't feel that I feel the pressure that you should feel on high-tier aircrafts, like with repair costs and stuff like that. The mid-tiers should be still very fun and make you money. They will make you money, but it's gonna be such a minor amount. Like, comparing it to War of Tanks, because most of you guys play War of Tanks, this is gonna be the new tier 7s. And like in War of Tanks, you can make money with it, but you have to have fucking amazing games with it. So that's bad. I don't like that at all. Second thing, as I said, I don't know what they changed about flight models and stuff like that, so I will not take my opinion, I will not take my stand on that point, because I'm just not that good. They also added in the left upper corner when you are in a battle, then you have the indicator airspeed. Yes. Now it actually gives you a measurement unit, because honestly no one fucking knew in what kind of unit of measure it was. Finally we get something like that. Like, it's a small detail, a very minor detail, but if you think about it, it's like going in a car and not knowing do you go miles per hour or kilometers per hour. Just to be on the safe side, you're gonna go 50, but if you're going 50 miles per hour, then you're going way over 50 kilometers per hour, right? But people knew that the indicated airspeed is by kilometers per hour. Cause yeah, that made sense. Plus it was indicated in stats of the planes that it's kilometers per hour. Like when you hover around, you had kilometers per hour. But it didn't show you that in game. Now it shows, and it's a nice little change. I wouldn't say it's significant or anything, but it's a nice little change and I enjoy it. They changed the voices of some cannons from what I see. Change graphic models. Or other rendering thingies. Oh, big change to what I said is that the default shell rack, which is horrible in every single plane, are for free. And even if you run out, they are unlimited. So you can shoot and shoot even more. And you will never run out of ammunition. Mostly those amounts of shells that you buy, I think, because if it's one clip, then you have 40 clips. If you have 40 clips, you use about 6 to 7 on an average battle if you're not survive the whole battle in a plane, because mostly 2 to 3 kills will be 6 to 7 whole clips with dogfighting and stuff like that and just aiming. So it's a heads down to guys who play historical battles, because they already preserve the ammunition way better than arcade people, because arcade people just puke ammunition at everything that flies, that just stands out of the ground. But now they will have to like acknowledge the fact that if you didn't replenish your ammo, you can have like 7 racks of 50 cals or 50 cal ammo in your aircraft, and that's it. Yeah, in economy they say they lowered the purchase price of modifications, but they increased the number of them, so it hits you back. A reduction in cost of unmodified planes about 10%. So it should be more in scale, let's say. A fully upgraded plane should cost roughly, I think, the same as a plane before, so it shouldn't be that bad. And aircraft from tier 11 to 18 have lowered. Repair costs have been even lowered more. That's good. Yeah, and as I said, a lot of changes into bombs, armament, flight models, damage models. Those are the things that I'm not gonna go into like this brief overview. They added some ground maps. Oh, so they changed a few things. They changed the Stalingrad, Zengaku, Pelilu, Monsdok and Krimsk maps. Oh, also a change that I just read, I didn't know it about earlier. Ground units are now divided into 2 groups, attacking and supporting. The victory comes after destroying the attacking group. Support units are not required to be destroyed, but still bring income. That means that gremlins will hardly affect the battle. Ground units kill each other only by the line of contact. So that means they gave you a way to actually get more money. You can destroy the support group like in your bomber and you will get more money than just for killing the attacking group, but it will not earn any significant advantage over destroying the attacking forces. So that's actually that's a good idea. That's like giving people a way to actually get a little bit more income. I don't know if they adjusted, but I highly doubted they adjusted the income that you get in arcade battles. But as Jingle said it, as Ram JB said it, as Allgreen said it, guys, if you really want income in this game for free, you have to play historical battles. You have to start to learn how to fly in historical battles and start to try to shoot down 1-2 guys or bomb things. It will earn you tons of credits and mostly anything. Not even tons, but it will earn more than arcade battles. It's a little bit more hard. I myself didn't get into it, but I will try at some point. I want to try historical battles at some point in my life, but we'll see when it happens. Probably there's gonna be like a whole video of me derping in disguise for the first time in a historical battle. But yeah, that's it for my short 131 review. Maybe on Monday, on Tuesday we're gonna upload a video of actually me playing in the new patch and maybe checking out what changed overall, what's happening in the skies right now, and maybe even a historical battle. We'll see how it goes. So thank you guys for coming, thank you for watching, I hope you liked it. Post in the comments what you think about this patch, what you think I said wrong, what I said right, what should be pointed out in the next videos, what would you want to see in the next videos for War Thunder, so I have some kind of indication what would please you guys. So yeah, Thank you all for coming and I hope you had a good time. This was Kazrak. See you later guys.